Chapter 4, Industrial. With industrial, what we're talking about here is not just factories, but warehouses. I mentioned Industrial 4.0 in the very introduction chapter here today. What is that? Well, that's an industry trend that an industry term that people are using, and it covers the implementation of artificial intelligence on the factory floor, robotics. We've got autonomous vehicles and moving around the factory floors, forklifts. We have 3D printing. We have the Internet of Things altogether. We have huge data, and eventually we'll even have quantum computing. These are all applications defined in the Industrial 4.0 suite of applications that factories either need today or are going to need tomorrow. And you can guess what? All of these applications require high-performance connectivity. So what is the value proposition for Airvine in the industrial market? The advancement of 4.0 means massive connectivity, high performance, low latency. Robotics especially is very dependent upon low latency. These factories have been up for years, if not decades. The cabling that they've got is not enough. It does not have the performance to support all these industrial 4.0 applications. Not only that, it was run when the factory was first built. And so the cable it's probably been already torn up and rerouted multiple times as the factory configuration changes. With a WaveTunnel, you just reinstall the network nodes wherever they need to be. Factory configuration change, move the WaveTunnel nodes. Opening up a new section of the factory, add WaveTunnel nodes. Nowhere in all of this am I talking about running cable. And if we're talking about warehouses can be hundreds of thousands of square feet. And these cable runs, maybe you don't need a conduit because you're running them along the ceiling, but you're still going to need to run miles of cable, and it's going to take time. It's going to take lift trucks, and it's in a hostile environment. These factories and these warehouses, again, are 24/7 operations, and the option of shutting them down is not allowed. So running that new cable, I don't think so. I think if you're really thinking about it and you look at what we're offering and you look at your scenario, I think many, many times you're going to find that a WaveTunnel approach is the best solution for you. As I mentioned, quick reconfiguration of backhaul, factory floor changes, no problem. Massive space to be covered, hundreds of thousands of square feet, no problem. The WaveTunnel networks can do connections of 100 meters or more in some cases. That's over 334 feet, something like that, per hop, and you can even stretch that further with proper design. So let's look again at a sample. This is a warehouse store, and the project is 250 stores. Each one is typically 300 feet by 100 feet. They wanted to add 4 access points with higher performance across the building to provide coverage. The work can only be done in the off hours. If we were to approach this from a cable perspective, roughly $25,000 to $30,000. The cables are going to be strung along the ceiling, so you're going to be renting a scissor lift. It's going to take roughly 4 days per store to run all that cable, and those cables represent a single point of failure. The WaveTunnel approach, maybe 2/3 the cost, labor and WaveTunnel nodes, no cables, mount the access point in the WaveTunnel in the same location at the same time, no professional skilled. You can deploy these in a ring, as the Vine OS supports ring resilience, and it's estimated that you could do a store in 1 day. So if we look at those 250 stores using cable, $7.5 million, 1,000 man days. You're going to do this using WaveTunnels, half the cost and a quarter of the man days necessary. So let's look at a sample where an actual demo network that we've installed at AQS. AQS is a contract manufacturer with many locations across the world. The factory where we deployed our demo network to show the power of the WaveTunnels was in Carrollton, Texas. They had, you could see Garland, Carrollton, China, but what AQS, one of their strengths is how rapidly they can react to new customers or expand with an existing customer. So if they have a manufacturing space that's empty today and they need to expand into it, either a new customer or expand an existing customer, You're gonna now you're not you've got a maybe you've got power. You most certainly have HVAC, but you don't have Ethernet cables strung all over the place. The Garland facility in particular is 100,000 square feet. So what we did with AQS's permission and cooperation is we actually set up a sample WaveTunnel network in an empty portion of their factory. We showed the quick setup of high-speed Wi-Fi, cameras. We did not run any cabling except between the access point and the WaveTunnel nodes. There was no permitting required. We did not have to have inspections done as these cables were laid. And with this demo, we showed that AQS would be able to onboard a new contract manufacturing customer within a day from the network perspective, all using WaveTunnels. The result, 5 hours. The AQS team did it themselves, just mounted it up to the girders up there, plugged them in, turned them on, and away they went. The result of this, we had a ring network, as we showed in the topology, 1.2 gigabits per second for the data speeds, continuous camera feed, and this demo network is available. If you'd like to take a tour, give us a call. We'll be happy to take you as a walkthrough through this facility.